Mahesh Jethmalani, one of the most outspoken senior legal minds on this entire issue, has been tweeting and putting out posts on social media about this, and he's agreed to give me some time today. He joins me live. Mr. Jethmalani, welcome. Thank you very much for speaking to me tonight here on NDTV. What do you make, first off, of Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of Bengal, reaching the I-PAC chief's residence as the Enforcement Directorate raids began?
Well, the raids are legitimate if the ED has suspicion that there's an offence committed and they have an ECIR in this matter. So they obviously have the grounds and they have evidence now, and they're searching for documents to further the investigation. So they're within their legitimate rights. As I said, there's an ECI registered, and they've entered the premises and they're looking for certain documents. So from the ED standpoint, what they've done is completely within the law, within the provisions of the PMLA. As far as what the Chief Minister has done, is exactly contrary to law, because she's come with 2 police officers in an attempt to, and the highest police officers in the state, unheard of. She has enrolled for an investigation into a man called Pratik Jain, whom she's associated with professionally for her party, right? And presumably for her own personal interests as well. She's brought with her the DGP of the state of West Bengal and the Commissioner of Police of Kolkata. That's an attempt at intimidation. And plus, she has not just stopped at that. Under cover of that intimidation, she has stolen documents, appropriated themselves to her, and she's committed criminal trespass, or house trespass in this case. So these are all very serious offences which she's committed. And while the ED has done its duty according to law, she has tried to subvert the investigation. And there's an adverse inference that she has tried to subvert the investigation because the documents the ED would have taken possession of had she not stolen them, right, and appropriated them to herself, that they would implicate her.
And it was also very typical, Mamata Banerjee drama. She dashed in, made quite a spectacle of it. Went in, came out with a file in her hand and a mobile. She addressed the press. What do you think prompted her to do that?
Well, I suppose a combination of fear and fear about what the investigation would lead to, and particular documents which she misappropriated, right? That's one. And 2, I guess she's running out of ideas. She's on a weak wicket this time, right? And she needs to play a victim card. So she's going to say that, she's being victimized by the ED. Now, whether that works or not, I don't know. She's played this victim card very often before, and it's now beginning to sound a little hollow.
Because, Mr. Jethmalani, this is, the weeks before the big election in Bengal. Is the timing of these raids something that Mamata Banerjee can surely point at and say, this is happening before the elections to teach me a lesson or put me on the back foot? She sure believes it. She's claiming it's an attempt to steal her election playbook.
No, listen. What is the strategy? Unless the strategy was that you were going to commit violence to somebody, you were going to indulge in violence against those who are opposed to you. What is strategy? You have a cadre, you have a vote bank, you have a supposed policy, right? All we see is loot and scoot in West Bengal. That's the only form of government that exists over there. So what is her strategy? Her strategy is nurse a vote bank and inflict acute violence on your opponents. That's a strategy. Prevent them from coming to the vote booth and then have post-poll violence.
No, but it's not the first time, Mr. Jethmalani, that the Enforcement Directorate and the government in the centre will be accused of using a money laundering probe, for political reasons. And that's precisely what's happening here as well, right?
It can be. Look, those who want to see it at the political spectrum can see it, right? Prima facie in law, when a public servant is discharging his duty. And what did he go for? He only went to collect some documents. What did the ED team go for? They only went to collect some documents, right? What? That raised her hackles, for God's sake. She's not being arrested. She's not being victimized. Some documents were there, right? So she is fearful of the contents of the documents, and she's fearful of this investigation, right? So there's something. Now, is the ED supposed to stop doing its duty just because there's an election 4 or 5 months down the line?
The Bengal Chief Minister was there personally today, as you saw. her cadres, her ministers, the TMC hit the streets. There was a fiery protest in some parts of Kolkata. There's very good reason to believe those protests will continue tomorrow as well because, they've gotten an issue now to take to the streets. Mamata Banerjee has also moved the court against the ED. Could you give us a legal view, Mr. Jethmalani, on how this moves forward? How will this unfold in court?
Legally, I see the ED moving the High Court for transferring an investigation of the illegal acts that took place in Pratik Jain's office to the CBI. Because Bengal police can't be trusted. When the chief minister comes in and intimidates ED officers in the premises they're searching, right? They're completely shown they're partisan. They're not fair, they're not impartial. And the investigation obviously is against the chief minister.
With the CBI getting involved, Mr. Jethmalani, it again becomes a center versus a state battle. The control of agencies. Mamata is already, invoking the name of the Union Home Minister. It's an endless loop. We've been here before. We've seen this before.
It's okay. I mean, look. The pursuit of crime cannot be halted because of political perception, right? But equally, it's open to the accused people, right? Those who are the targets of that investigation of the investigating agency, to say, look, this is motivated, this is political, it's partisan on the other side. It's okay. That's all political now. We are used to this in politics, right? So you want to play the card, we have nothing else to play. So you want to play that card, you play the victim card. Let's see if it works this time.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Mahesh Jethmalani, thank you very much for taking my questions tonight on India Matters.